Welcome ESL to race 8 in the Super Late Model Series. We are at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. We only have a few races to go to crown our Season 1 champion here in the ESL. Doug Britton leads the way. He's on top of the leaderboard by 3 points. Stefan Forge in second, down by 3. Roland Woods in third, down by 4. Evan Ethel in fourth, down by 24 points. Chuck Hicks in fifth. He is down by 26 points. And Mitchell O'Brien in sixth. He is outside looking in. He needs to have a great race to be in the talk of having a chance to win a championship, as well as Mason Stonewall in 7th and Bob Harlow 8th. Tycho Rogolski tied for 8th as well, and Eric Kozak in 10th. There's only a few races to go. Some of these drivers can make up some ground if they have a great race today, but time is running out, and those drivers that are on the top of the board need to stay consistent for a few more races, and in hopes that they can win their first championship. As practice is over and we're getting ready for qualifying. Roland Woods was the race 7 winner at Langley. We'll see what he can do today. These drivers are getting ready to hit the track here. Can 307 Motorsports continue their momentum after the break of the halfway point of the season? Man, these cars have been very fast. Can they keep it up here? As Roland Woods is going to cross the line here. This is a half-mile track. As he rounds turn 4. And it's Marco Swift on top of the board. And it is Zach Holdorf on the pole. Roland Woods in second. Mitchell O'Brien, he did what he had to do. Qualified third. Stefan Forge fourth. Lotus Lee fifth. Evan Ethel sixth. Marco Swift 7th. Ty Bird 8th. Mason Stonewall 9th. And Bob Harlow rounds out your top 10. We'll see what Zach Holdorf can do today. I'll be back in a few seconds for the start of the race. We are back, getting ready to get this one underway. Zach Holdorf, Roland Woods in the front row. Then it's Mitchell O'Brien, Stefan Forge in the second row. Then we have Lotus Lee, Evan Ethel in the third row. Marco Swift, Ty Bird in the fourth row. And Mason Stonewall, Bob Harlow in the fifth row. We got all 3 cars of 307 Motorsports in the top 10. teams are also battling for a team championship, and Northern Lights right now is ahead of Low Fuel by 36 points. 307 Motorsports is down by 37, so they got 3 cars in the top 10. They might be able to gain some ground if they get good results today. We're going 125 laps here. And the green flag waves, and we are underway in race 8. Zach Holdorf with the lead, and the 40 of Mitchell O'Brien in second. Roland Woods third, Lotus Lee fourth. CJ Slava, he's making some moves here. He is up to 7th. Up 7 positions already for the 222. And here is your points leader, Doug Britton, already in 10th. Up 3 positions in the inside of his teammate Evan Ethel, the 38. Then is James Belt. That car, you got to keep an eye out on that 71. He has some sneaky fast speed. He just had some bad luck at some points in some races. Zach Holdorf in the lead, but that 40 is all over his bumper already. He's going to look to the outside here to try to make a pass as they cross the start-finish line. Which line is going to have the better speed? Is it going to be the inside or the outside? It might be the outside here today, as the 40 was on the side of the 24. He's going to try to here battle for the lead as they're side by side when they cross the line. They're still side by side going around 1 and 2. Now they're on the backstretch. They continue to battle for the lead. The 40's fighting hard on the outside, trying to side draft him a little. Can he take this lead away? He cannot. Zach Holdorf does a great job to hold on to the lead. You also don't want to burn up your tires this early in the race. You have to try to save some tire. It's a long race. There's James Bell up 5 positions already in the top 10. Ty Bird on the outside. Behind the 71 is the 73 of Ani. Ani's up 10 positions. Make that 9. So everyone's still battling. Trying to pick up as many spots as they can. Here's Roland Woods and the 96. These are your point leaders as they're side by side going around 2. Roland Woods currently right now in 4th. There's CJ. He looked to the inside of Forge, just couldn't get there. There's the 031 of Mason Stonewall. He's been racing well as of late. There's Bob Harlow in 13th. Evan Ethel has dropped down a few positions, dropped down 9 positions down to 15th. There's Aaron Kozak, currently in 18th. He's on that bubble. He's outside looking in as we have a battle for the lead. Mitchell O'Brien tried once again, but once again, Zach Holdorf has held him off. But for how long? Because that 40 is fast. Doug Britton picking up another spot, up to 7th. as we have a battle again for the lead. The 40 on the outside, the 24 on the inside. They're going to go side by side here as they cross the line. Can the 40 finally make this pass? They're still side by side on the backstretch. They almost make contact there. These two are racing hard early on in this race. Mitchell O'Brien does not want to give up. And this is helping Roland Woods catch up because these two continue to battle. Roland Woods there in third. Then you got Stefan Forge in fourth. There's CJ trying to battle here to get into the top 5. He's having a heck of a run. Now he's almost on the outside of Forge as we have a battle again for the lead. Mitchell O'Brien's going to try the inside, and he puts the bumper. He puts the bumper to him. The 24 gets loose. Almost spun him out. The 40's getting very impatient here. Now he's going to try to the outside. As they go around 2. They're still side by side. Great racing by the 24 to 40. I know the 24 is not too happy with that 40 after putting that bumper to him. Almost took him out. But Zach Holdorf doing such a good job of just defending. And here comes the 88. He might try to get by his teammate. There's Ty Bird in the outside of the 71 and the 41. This is for 11th here. Ty Bird down 4 positions, going the wrong way. He's the only car from 307 Motorsports that is struggling right now. The other 2 are on the top 3. And Zach Holdorf continues to hold on to the lead. As we check on your points leader, there's Doug Britton currently in 8th. He's up 5 positions. There's Marco Swift in 6th. We still have 100 laps to go. So tire management is going to be very key here. And it makes you wonder if the 24 and the 40, with all this battling, are burning up their tires. Will they have anything left towards the end of this race? As the 40 looking to the inside. This is the part of the track he put a bumper to him the last time. This time he did not. He is holding strong in the inside, and it seems like both lanes have some speed. And here comes the 40. Can he finally take the lead away? And he does. He takes the lead for the first time today. I was just talking about all this back and forth. You know how much wear and tear are they putting on their tires. Will the 24 start to fade here? As we see a slower car up ahead. Can the 40 pull away from Zach Holdorf? And will this car ahead of them cause any problems? O'Brien can't waste time. He's going to go to the outside to make this pass. And they're going to get by him without any issue. In third now is Stefan Forge. Right behind him is Woods. Britton is a little farther back, not too far back though. He's in 7th. He's up 6 positions as he just gets by Marco Swift. Swift is trying to hold on to the inside. Right behind them is Mason Stonewall. He is currently in 9th. And then it's Skylar Stevens. We go a little further back in the field. There's Merle McGuire currently in 20th, up 4 positions. He's not having the season he wants. I know that team will bounce back. Tyler Rogalski in the outside. Behind them is Chuck Hicks, Justin Reeside's there, Tyler Commander. Tyler Commander in 21st. Weasley not having a good day in 25th. Marco Swift and Doug Britton going at it here for 7th. Otis Lee's there. They almost make it 3 wide. That could get pretty dangerous. Marco Swift knifing it through there. As that lapped car is causing a little bit of problems for these guys. As we check on your leader, he has about a second lead over the 24 of Zach Holdorf. And Stefan Forge has caught up to that 24. There's Swift and Stonewall in the outside. Track temp 80 degrees, air temp 71, no wind. Still a second lead for Mitchell O'Brien. Mitchell O'Brien is currently outside looking in, but if this race were to finish like this, he would probably have a chance at this championship with 2 races to go. Doug Britton, he was your points leader coming into this race. He is currently running in 8th, doing what he has to do. The same with Stefan Forge. He's 2nd in the points. He is currently running 2nd. Roland Woods running 4th. He is 3rd in the points. Devin Ethel, he is in the top 10 in 10th. He is currently 4th in the points. And Chuck Hicks, he is the only car in the top 5 in points that is running bad in this race, running 21st. So he has his work cut out for him, or his hopes for winning a championship are gonna be over. There's James Belt in 12th, up 3 positions as he tries to move through the field. There's Doug Britton in 7th. Stonewall on the outside in 8th. Stonewall trying to find some type of speed on the outside. We've been caution-free all race. Stefan Forge battling here for a 2nd. Roland Woods is there. Can they get by the 24? Stefan Forge up to 2nd. Can he catch O'Brien? Plenty of race left, 79 laps to go. He is 1 second back from the 40. He just has to run his race. But I keep going back to it. Did these guys burn up their tires early on in this race? because him and Zach were going at it for a very long time. There is Stonewall and the 84 of Doug Britton. They continue to go at it here for 7th. They've been fighting for position for the last few laps here. There's Aaron Kozak and Ani. This is for 15th. Ani's up 6 positions, trying to pick up one more. There's a few good battles here. Right behind Ani is Bob Harlow, 03. Aaron Kozak wins this battle. These two continue to go at it here for 7th. And it looks like, well, it looked like Stonewall had the upper hand here. But right now he does, and he does take away that spot from Britton. Another solid run for the old 31. There is Roland Woods, and Zach Holdorf is going the opposite way. He has definitely burned up those tires. He is down to 5th already. And there's still a lot of laps to go. This is why tire management is extremely important. If you're overly aggressive, you could pay for it later on in the race. Stefan Ford still in 2nd, about a second and a half behind the 40 of O'Brien. And here comes Roland Woods. He's trying to take that spot back. And these two are on top of the leaderboard, and they're here battling for position. Each point is extremely important. They almost touch there side by side as they come out of turn 4. They do touch right there as they cross the line. They're still side by side. Ford on the inside, Woods on the outside. Behind them, it's 125 and Lotus Lee. But this back and forth here is just helping Mitchell O'Brien pull away. Now Roland Woods gets by the 96. Now it's 307 Motorsports 1 and 2. Mitchell O'Brien in the lead. And he has a pretty decent lead. 2.5 seconds almost. Can Roland Woods gain any ground here? I mean, eventually they're going to run into traffic here as we're getting very close to the halfway point of this race. Stonewall and Britton once again going at it here for 7th. The same goes for Kozak and Ani. Seems like they've been battling for this position for like over 10 laps already. There's Tyler Commander, Thomas Noble. That's for 19th. Evan Ethel has dropped down to 12th. He's not having the type of race he would love to have. He needs to get into that top 10. You don't want to lose too much more ground to these guys that are ahead of him. That's Woods and Forge. They're running 2nd and 3rd. There's CJ Slava currently in 6th. He's closing ground on that 24. That 24 is fading, and he's fading pretty quick. He's already down to 5th. About to be 6th because Slava's definitely going to pass him by. About 60 laps to go. Slava looking to the outside. We'll see if he can make the pass eventually. As the 40 gets by the 100. He's 2 laps down now. So we got 26 cars on the lead lap. We've been caution-free this whole race. Ace Blade trying to make a move here. Get by Ty Bird. This is for 13th. Some cars might turn it on here in the second half of this race because they were very conservative with their tires. So they're going to have a lot more speed in the second half of this race. Ace Blade trying to get by that 31. See Ani's there, Eric Kozak. Slava still behind the 24. And now Doug Britton's there. Slava gonna go into the inside to try to make this pass. Just cannot get there. And Roland Woods is closing in on the 40. That lead is under us, almost under a second. A few tenths under a second. So Woods is closing in. He's gaining a few tenths about every lap. About a tenth or two every lap. See a little traffic up ahead. So a few cars up ahead of O'Brien. Here when he lets off, Woods lets off the throttle. Saw consistency on entry and exit. When to let off on the throttle, when to get on the throttle. Gotta know when to lift. 0.8 of a second. Look at Forge. Forge has closed in on Woods. Skylar Stevens. He's in the top 10. He's about to pick up another spot. 2 spots there. No, that's the 100. I thought that was a car in the lead lap, but it's not. But he picks up a spot, gets by Marco Swift without no problems. He is up to 9th. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Cars in the second half of this race, some of these drivers are going to have more tire left because they were conservative. And there's Stefan Forge, and we have a battle for second. And this battle is big because both of these are in the top 2 of the leaderboard. And Stefan Forge goes right by the 88. Can Forge catch the 40? Second lead. Stefan Forge would love to get onto victory lane. He has not won this season yet. O'Brien hasn't won yet neither. Roland Woods has won 2 races. Roland Woods on the outside. Forge trying to do everything he can to hold him off. Stefan Forge has closed that in. Almost a half second. Keeps pushing. We got 44 laps to go. James Belt up to 9th, up 6 spots. He's having a solid run. That car has had some speed this season. It's just, he just had some races where he had some bad luck. But when he's running good, he's a top 10 car. And he is currently running 9th. Right behind him is Stevens, 41. Stefan Forge would love to get into victory lane, as that paint scheme on that car is very important, because that paint scheme is for Nighthawk Nation, which is Justice Blackwell, which had a health incident, and unfortunately, he's still recovering, and we hope one day he'll be able to get back into the leagues and do what he loves. So this paint scheme means a lot to all of us, and he would love to get that car onto victory lane. But we wish him the best. There is Mitchell O'Brien, still your leader, but not by much. And there goes Roland Woods to the outside of the 96. So the laps continue to tick down pretty quick. Roland Woods is not giving up on second, that's for sure. He continues to battle. And he's going to get by Stefan Forge. He's going to move up to second. Look at Lotus Lee. He's been quietly having a good race. He's in 4th. He's going to try to get by Stefan Forge. Is Forge starting to slow down? CJ Slava. He's going to move into the top 5. Does he have anything left to catch the leaders? Now there's some traffic ahead of the 40. You got Justin Reeside and William Thompson. And those two are side by side. Now they're not. O'Brien wants to get by them as fast as he can. Yes, he took a look to the inside there. Stefan Forge has dropped down to 4th. He's trying to get 3rd back. Wood still in 2nd. O'Brien gets by Reeside. Now there's 2 cars separating him and the 88. We have been caution free all race. As we cross the line, 30 laps to go. Skylar Stevens in a battle with the 84, Doug Britton. Doug Britton can't give up too many spots here. All these points are extremely important. And Woods and Forge are in the top 5, so Britton cannot give up too many spots, and Britton is very loose. There might not be any tires left on that car. He is down to 10th. He's going to try to hold on for a top 10. About a 1.5 lead for the 40. He wants to bring that car into victory lane. The 307 Motorsports have been fast since the break. And they continue to show a ton of speed. There's Roland Woods in second. Stefan Ford just trying to climb back into third. There's Ani and Ty Bird. Ani trying to move up to 13th. That'll be 8 positions for Ani. He can't make the pass this time around. We only have 24 laps to go. Mason Stonewall, Zach Holdorf, this is for 6. Zach was so fast at the start of this race and has just faded. Can't get it going. Well, he's going to finish at least in the top 10. But another solid run by Stonewall, the 031. He started off the season a little shaky, but the last few races he has put together some good performances. There's Lotus Lee. He moves up to second. Roland Woods drops down to 4th. Stefan Ford's in 3rd. Does Lotus Lee have anything for the 40 of O'Brien? He's going to have to get by William Thompson as fast as he can with 20 laps to go. You see there's another car ahead of the 40 of O'Brien. That's the 16 of Chris Del Roe. Still a second lead for O'Brien. O'Brien has to get by Del Roe, and Lee has to get by Thompson. O'Brien can't make no mistakes. You got Forge there in 3rd. He's been fighting hard to stay in the top 3. These are big points right now. No one can make any mistakes. A little under a second lead for O'Brien with 16 to go. Evan Ethel, another driver that needs as many points as he can get, in 11th. O'Brien about to get by Del Roe on the outside. And he easily makes the pass. Now 2 cars separate him and Lotus Lee. Lotus Lee's running out of time. And Stefan Forge is gaining some ground on Lee here with a few laps to go. Can he take second away from Lee? He's desperately trying to find a way to get by the 10. It just doesn't seem like Lee has the speed right now. He seems a little loose coming out the turns. As Woods and Forge are right on his bumper. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with the 125. It just seems a little slower, especially on exit. As we got 11 laps to go. Evan Ethel trying to pick up as many spots as he can. He moves up into the top 10. And the 41 is using that lapped car to his advantage. He moves back up into the top 10. Mitchell O'Brien still a second lead. It doesn't look like Lee has anything left for that 40. Second place finish is still great. He would love to get a win though. Eight laps to go. And the caution comes out. Man, oh man. The caution is out, and that was Ani. Let's see what happened to Ani here. The 31 almost gets into him there. It gets into him there. He slams that wall. And he broke that axle. Look at that tire. Can't even get it straight. It's right on board the 03 of Bob Harlow. He got a piece of that too. Right there, slams into him, and Bob Harlow had nowhere to go. '73 hit that wall full force. Bob Harlow on pit road. No front end on that 03. Now things get interesting here. I think we're going to go back green here. I kind of have no doubt in my mind, we're going back green here with a few laps to go. And both lines seem pretty fast. So I don't see an advantage if you're in the inside and outside. We will see. But if we get the one to go, we're going to have like three laps to go. It's going to be a shootout for 3 laps. And there's so much at stake right now. We got 22 cars on the lead lap. I think William Thompson was your lucky dog, or Chris Delro, one of the two. We didn't get the one signal yet. Right now we're showing 4 laps to go. If we get the signal next time by, we'll have a 2-lap shootout here. Everyone's gonna be going all out here for 2 laps. It might cause another caution, hopefully not, because that'll be the end of the race. And we get the 1 to go. So we're going to have a 2-lap shootout. Mitchell O'Brien, Lotus Lee in the front row. Stefan Forge, Roland Woods in the second row. Any of those 4 cars could win. I wouldn't count out CJ Slava. You never know. I don't think the 24 has tires left to make anything happen, but we'll see. Here we go. 2-lap shootout here for the win. Green flag is out. A great jump for the 40. As we get popsicle sticks in there. Does the 96 have anything left? He moves up to second. As they go around turn 3. Mitchell O'Brien comes out of turn 4. White flag waves. The 40 had a great restart. As we are in the backstretch. Ford's doing everything he can. But the 40 comes out of turn 4 and wins at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. In second, Stefan Ford's third, CJ Slava fourth, Roland Woods fifth, Lotus Lee sixth, Zach Holdorf seventh, Mason Stonewall eighth, Doug Britton ninth, James Belt, and Evan Ethel rounds out your top 10. Heck of a run for the 40. He had a great jump on that restart. And he didn't make no mistakes after that. And he goes on to victory lane for the first time this season. But this might put him in the playoff picture moving forward. Heck of a race. Next track, we go to Five Flags Speedway, an iconic track in real life. That track, they have the Snowball Derby every year. That's a fantastic big event. So we'll be there next race. And then we're going to finish out the season at Phoenix Raceway. So 2 races to go. We'll see what the standings look like and who's out and who's in. Once I post these results, I'll post them about an hour or so. We'll see what happens the rest of the way. Congrats to 307 Motorsports and Mitchell O'Brien. Another fantastic run today. Stefan Ford just didn't have enough to get to him. But we'll see you guys at Five Flags next week. Like always, thank you for supporting the league and the stream. I will see you guys next time.